I went to drama school in England, not to be like, but I just did. That's just like my reality. And I went to a conservatory there, and the first year of it, you only do like voice and movement. And I already thought, I was already a person who collected accents. Like I really did that shit with the tape recorder, much to my mother's dismay. I would go up to people, and if I heard a really great accent, it was like, instead of collecting stamps, I collected accents, and I loved them. I always was intrigued with the idea of blind voice, that you weren't judged by what you look like. You could be anyone if you were behind, if you were behind a mic, or it's freedom in a way. You could be any social niveau, any gender, any race even, or nationality. Fun fact. In the movie, I play a number of voiceovered roles in it, like the agent that Gustav is constantly talking to, Siegel. You're not gonna bring, that guy. That's me. Because we were like, yeah, we're gonna replace it. I kept telling, my editor was like, let's replace that with someone. I'm like, yeah, no, we will. Obviously, we'll eventually get someone, or we could just shift my voice and just keep that, so we did, because I'm the director. So we're gonna talk about feminism now. Yeah, there is inherently some built-in sort of gentle feminism in the movie, because the voiceover industry, obviously, we all are movie lovers, and we go to the movies and we all love trailers, because like, who doesn't? And you can't think of one trailer where a woman VOs it, except if you're a real movie nerd and you know that Gone in 60 Seconds, it was the only one. That was Melissa Disney who did it. Do you remember that one? Okay, if you didn't, you should look it up. But anyway, so that's it. So the omniscient voice is always male. And I always thought that was so interesting, that it was like, the man who's telling you what to do, what to think, how to feel, is always a man. It wouldn't be a woman necessarily, and I don't know why, but I thought it was interesting as a conversation. And then to sort of, a marriage between this woman who's actually trying to find her voice, quite literally, and then also symbolically. I like the idea that she is plagued with this sexy baby pandemic that is taking over our young women of this world. So that's something that bothers me personally. In fact, I probably have a higher voice than I project, because I am compensating in my own way. So maybe some ladies, I always found it interesting, again, the voice obsession. Like, I listen to people all the time. Like, if you're eating at a restaurant and you're alone and the person's next to you, the two people, I'm gonna listen to those people if I'm eating alone. And that's where I just start to listen to people's voices. And so I think being in Los Angeles, that is a big problem for me. The one, you know what I'm talking about. Because these are smart people. I've been an actor for my whole life. I've been writing my entire life since I was a little girl. And professionally, I've been acting for like 11 years. So I've been in the trenches on movie sets and seeing the machine. I've been a part of just a cog in the machine for so many years, that instead of going back to my trailer, like you can take 15 minutes, and go back and get your hair done or something. I would always stay and watch and ask questions, and it was intriguing to me. And I think you either kind of glob on and get exhilarated and excited and inspired by that, or it just doesn't appeal to you, and that's okay, But it really appeals to me, and I love not being a part of the machine, but creating a machine of my own, and getting some other people and teaming up and making a movie. It's cool. I am working on another movie. I just finished draft 1 of my next feature, which which means, you know, I'll see in a year when it's done. You know, it's like draft, it took me probably, I want to say 25 drafts before I showed it to anyone. But it's such a fun process because, you start just you alone, and with the computer, and there's just nothing on there. And then it just starts to build, and then, you start to assemble all these other people who get to be a part of this machine, and then and it just starts to get fat and awesome, and then it's totally a sport, it's athletic, and then all the way into this moment now.
Lake Bell, everybody.